Okay, now for this video I'm about to make now, I'm just going to show you how you can run Python interpreter from the Python interpreter itself, and how to initiate the Python interpreter. So once you get to your console, you already know how to get to this place. Either you press your WinR and type cmd, or you click here and search for command prompt. So either way, you open your terminal. So to get to the Python interpreter mode, you simply write Python. So this particular mode is the Python interpreter mode, and you can see that our cursor, our indicator is just blinking, showing you that it is waiting for you to do something, do something. So let's say we would want it to print wow. Okay, we want it to print wow. You will see it will return wow here. So whatever you give to the interpreter to do, that's exactly what it will do for you. So let me reduce this a bit. I don't know if it will be clear enough. So when you type anything, if you say print Gabriel, so I hit enter, you will see Gabriel printed. So this is the Python interpreter mode. Okay, now to clearly explain what I mean, there are two ways you can run a Python program. Either you use the interpreter, which you are seeing right here, or you use a Python script, which you are seeing right here. Okay, now the Python script is a file. It's just simply a file which you would send the command for Python to run. Once it runs it, it processes what you've sent to it and gives you an output. So for this, so I've just given it three instructions to run. I told it to print welcome, I told it to print Ekene, I told it to print Mark, and I told it to print Ben. So these are four commands, something like that. Four commands I'm giving to the Python interpreter. So if I run this code now, you can see I have welcome, I have Ekene, I have Mark, and I have Ben. So this is the Python script which you sent to the Python compiler to give you the result. I won't really go into the details of how compilation and whatnot happens, but just know that this thing now, because it's in a .py file, it is a Python script. So that is the first way that the Python program runs. Either you run it from the Python script, or you run it from the interactive mode. So the other mode, which is the interactive mode, is this particular mode. So all you just need to do is, I'll go over it again, click on this place, search for command prompt. Once you open command prompt, you can now type Python. This will put it in the interactive mode. So whatever thing you want to send, print hello. But you will notice that you cannot do more than two things at a time. What I mean is, you cannot, just like we did here, we did print welcome, print Ekene, print Mark, print Ben. You cannot do it at the same time on the interpreter, because it's a one run code. It runs once and only once. So this is exactly how it can run, just once. You cannot begin to type all these things in one together in the interactive mode. Now another way you can run the Python is by simply coming to your, when you go to your, where your file belongs, you can right click. I think this file is tester. You can right click, and then, okay, or rather you can just come here and type cmd. Once you type cmd, you will open the command prompt on that particular location. Then you type Python tester.py. So this is because the file name here is tester, so I'm writing python tester.py. So it's as if I'm telling Python to execute tester.py. Once I hit enter, you will see those three things I wrote on VS Code. Those three things I wrote on VS Code, which is print welcome, print ekene, print mark, print ben. So the four of them are right here, and that is exactly what VS Code is doing for you here. So it's just that this particular command python tester.py is being executed here. As you can see, is being executed down here. So at the same time, it just simply give you an output, which is the instructions you sent for it to process. So that is it for this video, where I talked about the Python interpreter and the Python script. So these are the two ways to run a Python program. In subsequent videos, we'll go into actually coding. So for now, I've just been giving us a rundown of what Python is and generally how to run a Python file. So just get acquainted with the environment and expect the next video. Thank you.